Here with us now, Republican representative from Tennessee, Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn, and Democratic representative from New York, Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney.
They're the odd couple.
They're amazing.
Yeah, Mark Halpern, you're surprised they're together, aren't you, Mark Halpern?
No,
he just
I'm
this
not.
what face. The what? What the what?
No, there's no wah here because they're women, and women actually know how to work together. Anyhow, they're reaching across the aisle. Did you just say wah-wah?
Yes and
Do
no.
you think I'm a buzzkill?
No.
Really?
Your enthusiasm is infectious.
They want to promote a common cause, building a National Women's History Museum in Washington, D.C. Congresswomen, welcome. Goodness, I'm trying to decide which side to pick, where to start. Marsha, take it away. Tell us about it.
Well, what we have worked on is a piece of legislation that establishes a commission to study the possibility of a Women's History Museum here in D.C. And this is something Carolyn has worked on for over a decade. And I have been so pleased to work with her and work to make this a reality. It's an entirely new template for museums coming into consideration. And this commission would have 18 months in which to do their work, report back to Congress, and then Congress would have a vote on whether or not the project would proceed. One of the interesting things with the way this has been approached is it's fiscally responsible. There would never be $1 of government money that would go into this museum. Every penny has to be privately raised, and all of that is part of the feasibility study.
Mike.
Carolyn Maloney, one question. Why has this taken so long?
I know,
Such
really.
a common sense idea. Why are we talking about, why is it taking so long?
I have great respect, Joe, for anything that can get that fragile flower of consensus and pass the United States Congress. And when it's all over, you say, oh, that looks so easy, that's what you should have done. But it's very hard. We've passed it twice, once in the House and it failed in the Senate, and once it passed in the Senate and it failed in the House. Marsha and I have teamed up, and we both made it a top priority. We both worked on it every single day to build consensus, to build support, to build the support of our leadership. Marsha has done an incredible job of getting the leadership of her party to support it, and I have also gotten the leadership of mine to support it, and we hope that 3 times the charm. This time it'll pass, be enacted in law, and it's my hope that by 2020, which would be the 100th anniversary of women gaining the right to vote, we will be opening the doors of the Women's Museum on the United States Mall or near the mall.
Well, Marsha,
one of the things to realize is that women's suffrage, the movement started in Seneca Falls, New York, and then the 36th state to ratify women's right to vote was in Tennessee.
So the 2 states have come together again.
Oh, there you go.
To make history.
While you're here, Mark Halpern.
Congressman Blackburn, I want to ask you about another matter beyond this museum, which is a Keystone Pipeline. Obviously, your party got huge desire to get this moving. What do you think it will take to get the administration to approve this project?
Well, it looks like Senator Manchin and Senator Landrieu have kind of taken the lead on this in the Senate. And if you listen to Senator Manchin, he tells you that he's got the votes to make this happen in the Senate. And I think you're going to see them do it. It's something the American people want. There's bipartisan support for it. We're hopeful that as the bill moves in the Senate that there will not be a kill pill in it and that it will go through. And, you know, it's up to the president to sign it, and I think he should sign it. You're talking about jobs. You're talking about an economic boost, especially in states, the Gulf Coast states.
All right, Carolyn, just so, I mean, we can totally break the bipartisanship up. What's your view on Keystone?
Uh-oh.
Keystone? Well, let's focus on building this museum and making it happen.
There you go.
The vote is going to be on the floor today. We hope it's unanimous, and let's move forward.
All right.
Women have played a vital role in our history, and we need to inspire a new generation of leaders. There is not one women's museum, not only on the mall, although we have museums on stamps and law and order and everything else, but there's not one in the United States that I can find that is that is devoted totally to the contributions of women, and I can't even find one in the world. So this will be an absolute first. And women's history has largely been ignored. Of the 210 statues in the Capitol, only 13 are of women. Of the 2,500 national parks, only 5% are for women. And
let me put one thing in here.
Hold on 1 second, because we have talked about, I love the idea. I am the first person to say this is a great idea. Can we ask you two about Keystone?
Well, we just want Carolyn, yes or no. It's good or bad idea?
Well, let's see how it evolves. Let's see. It's evolving. There are many arguments on both sides.
Idea.
Okay.
Great idea.
Well, listen, bipartisanship breaks out on Capitol Hill. I absolutely love it.
I told Senator Thune he was a little bit slippery yesterday.
Oh, me too, went after John Thune yesterday.
But I love the museum.
It's a tough
Congressman Carolyn
museum's
Maloney
great.
and Marsha Blackburn, thank you very much. Up next.